what would you advise a new student who's trying to do the same thing? They have family, because you did this with family, right, the entire time. How would you advise them, or do you have anything else connected to the topics we talked about?
The first thing that is always the most important thing is to be sincere to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and to do everything with sincerity. Always to be close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with dua and reading the Quran. The reading the speech of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and also to make a lot of dua. Always asking Allah Azza wa Jal for tawfiq. Never think that you can do anything by yourself. This is like the most basic thing that we have to do. Another thing that's like kind of a dunya nasiha, but at the same time it's connected to deen, is that you have clear goals in your life that you write down. You usually mention the SMART goals. I don't know if you know them. They should be specific and it should be measurable.
Yeah.
And I used to apply this, and I think it's really, really good.
I agree.
You should have, like, you come to the Jamia, or you want to be a talib ilm in another country or in your own country, anything, you should have specific goals that you want to accomplish. And they should be measurable. Should be something, not just I want to gain knowledge. Okay, what does it mean? You should learn so and so much from the Arabic language. You should memorize so many words. You should memorize so much from the Quran. You should read these and these books. You should study this and this books with the scholars and so on. This is something that is measurable. And something that is also accepted. In the acronym, it's something that is accepted. You feel that this is something that will really benefit you. You can feel that you can see the difference between when you're studying something or reading a book. When you are interested, you have motivation, and when you're not interested. If you read something, you have to study a subject, or you have to read a book in school or anyone other place, and you don't really understand why I'm reading this book. You know, even some subjects in the Jamia, sometimes you're sitting there like, why am I studying this? You can see the difference when you study like Asma wa Sifat. You understand the importance in your life to know about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is something that is accepted to you. So to have like your own inner motivation where you study things is one of the most important things. And then that is something that is reachable, something that you can reach. You don't take like water over your head. You say, I'll memorize the whole Quran in 1 month, and you heard some scholar from the Salaf did it, and no, something that you can really do. And all people have like different situations in life. People have families, people do not have families, people have many kids, not many kids. People have different situations. So something that is reachable, and then something that is time bound. So you can say like, okay, I will finish this. Not that I will memorize the Quran in the future. No, you say I will memorize this juz after 1 month and after 2 months and so on. And you go after that and you write down the goals and you try to see if you reach them or not. Every day when I start the day, I have a daily schedule with things that I have to do. So in the end, I don't want to go to sleep at night before I finished all of the things that I have to do. And then I start one more time and one more time, one more time. Because if you don't write them down, it will be in your head. Then you start to make like wilat for yourself. I think I studied today and so on. You did not do in accordance to this in the schedule. The checklist. And this is really, really important. Sometimes you can say, nah, this is just childish. No, it's not childish.
What was that acronym?
They're really smart.
Smart.
Specific, measurable, accepted, and reachable, and time bound.
The funny thing is that the version of SMART that I've learned, it's the same. But A, we say attainable, and R, we say relevant. But it's the same thing. So relevant is acceptable, and attainable is it's the same, but the same, mashallah.
Jazakallah khair.
And they say you're right, when it comes to writing down, that is really, really important. One of the productivity experts says that your brain is great for having ideas, but not for storing them. Have your idea, but then write it down. If it's written down, it's something that, it won't take up your brain power throughout the day and give you a sense of stress, because it's black and
it kind of made it it makes it serious. Like when you take that idea and you actually write it and look at it. I've seen people say this. I think it was a book called Atomic Habits or something like that. It deals with this. It becomes real. Like you see it. Like I need to do this. And then like you said, put them stipulations where I can't go to sleep unless I do this thing right here.
Mashallah.
And there's another thing that I think is really important too, is to know the fitna of this. To really understand it. Because when it comes to, you say, I want to be a good talib ilm, and at the same time I have family, so I should give my family less time. I should not be with them. I should not raise my kids to make more talib al-ilm. This is the wrong way to think. You should take less of this, more to your family, and more to your talib al-ilm.
100%.
You have to understand what you have to take away from your life. And now there are like apps. You can download apps. You can see how many hours you're spending in each week. And you can try to gain new goals, so you spend less times and so on when it comes to this. And try to be smart. Like you use your phone in times when you don't study at the same time. And they say even some rules that your phone should be at least 20 seconds away from you. It has to take you 20 seconds to go and see your phone. Because if you have it, they have made studies, psychological studies, that even if you only have your phone in your pocket, it will affect your study results. Even if you don't take it up, because you're thinking about it at the same time. So you're not getting as much concentrated in that. And like the people that have made the programs and Facebook and Twitter and all these things, they have psychologists working with them how to affect you and to get like dopamine and so on.
And they spend millions, maybe billions to figure out how to get that extra dollar.
How to know they spend all of that money. Their metric that they measure is what they call engagement, which is how long do you spend on Facebook. Facebook, the money that Facebook makes depends on how much time you spend on their platform. It's directly connected because they're advertising agencies. So
of course.
You spend 20 minutes on Facebook, they'll get X amount of money. You spend 2 hours. So for them, it's really, they hire these people, all the billions they have to just keep you on your phone. So you have to use technology against technology. Regarding the app that you've mentioned,
there are many apps.
I've got one particular one where you can put a schedule. You can actually put a particular schedule, like from this time to this time, these apps should be blocked. And you can put a password on it.
I've seen some people using those.
For me, it makes a major difference.
And they make the password like something to give to their wife or something, right?
Yes.
So you yourself can't get into it.
Exactly. For me, it makes a major difference. Block them salawat time, block them early morning. You block whenever these apps, and they're not all many of them. You choose the apps and you block them at specific times. And mashallah, it's beautiful.
Really good. You can subhanAllah, even when it comes to ibadah, not just only talib al-ilm, you can see the difference when you put your phone in your house and you go to salah, and after you finish, sitting with dhikr, sitting there reflecting, and you come into Allahu Akbar, and then it's coming up there. It's fitness, subhanAllah, because there are actually things happening inside of our brains. And it's like narcotics. It's like drugs. It's the same kind of effect. How it affects our brains. That we want the dopamine kick come into our brain. So we want the like, or we want the message and so on. And
FOMO.
Sahih.